the days gone by, tales were told of divine entities incapable of aging. But have you ever wondered what the source of that power may be? Gather round and I'll tell you of the thief who shook Asgard to its core. On a foggy night in the desolate mountains, Odin, Loki, and Heinir found themselves traveling. They came across a herd of oxen. Hunger overcame the trio, which robbed a cow of its life. But then, as the trio put the ox on the flame, they realized that the ox wouldn't cook. They attempted every angle they could think of, but the red meat would not turn charred. Suddenly, the trio heard a voice from a nearby tree. They realized it was an eagle. With a sly voice, the bird said it was he who laid the magic on the ox so it would not cook. However, if the gods would share a meal with him, then he'll undo the spell. It was a surreal moment, as even Odin, despite his knowledge, was unaware of this magic, let alone how to lift it. So it was with great annoyance that the trio accepted the eagle's request. The eagle lifted the spell and dived down, taking the tastiest section of the ox. Loki, having been angered for being tricked, grasped a branch and attacked the bird. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the eagle soared into the sky, pulling both the branch and Loki with him. Dangling from the air, Loki looked upon the ground, horrified by the drop. The eagle revealed himself to be Thiazi, a giant who morphed into this bird form. It was then that Thiazi issued his second deal. He would let Loki live, but only if he brought the very source of the god's youth, the goddess Idun, and her apples. Horrified by this deal, but even more horrified by the drop, Loki agreed. The god of trickery went to Idun. He told her that beyond the walls of Asgard, there was fruit even more marvelous than the ones she grew. Enthralled with the trickster's statement, she demanded that he take her to this place. But before they left, Loki requested Idun brings her own fruit for comparison to the ones he found. The two entered the woods, and without warning, Thiazi appeared in his eagle form and took Idun away to his abode, the tallest mountain in all the 9 realms, Thraimheim. Idun's disappearance was immediately felt by the gods as old age slithered throughout their bodies. Upon realizing she was last seen with Loki, all the Aesir embarked on a hunt for the trickster and ultimately captured him. They threatened him with all manners of pain until finally Loki told them what happened. It was then that the gods demanded Loki fix the problem himself and get Idun back with death as his punishment should he fail. Freya lent Loki her hawk feathers so he could turn into a bird himself and travel to Jotunheim where the mountain was located. Loki arrived at Thiazi's house and realized the giant was not home. He found Idun, and before she knew what was happening, Loki transformed her into a nut and flew her back in his talons. Thiazi returned soon after and found the goddess missing. Taking on his eagle form, he soared through the air and charged straight for Loki. Thiazi proved relentless in his pursuit as he nearly captured the trickster at every turn as they flew across the cosmos. Then, as Loki got close to Asgard, the gods realized that Thiazi was giving chase, so they built a fire barrier around their realm. Thiazi managed to grasp Loki's back right as they went through the barrier. Loki went in first, and the gods closed the barrier on Thiazi, and in a single instant, he burned alive and vaporized into nothingness. Thus, Idun was returned, and the Aesir maintained their eternal youth. And it was not a moment too soon, for the time would come where the Aesir would go to war with a rival race of gods. The subject of my next myth.